Hello everyone, it's Greg from the Plastic Crap blog, and today I'm back at my computer desk, which must mean it's time to review some releases. So, at the time of recording, it is the end of January, and recently this week, Corvus Belli has shown us what is coming up within February, and there are some pretty tasty releases, so I thought I would spend some time reviewing them. I'm really excited for what's coming out in February, as I think everyone else is. So let's get into it. So February is just around the corner, so everyone can start to pre-order these. It's quite nice because it seems like they're filling some of the gaps that haven't been filled in quite some time, and it also sounds like, from what I can see, that they're listening to people's feedback in terms of what they need right now. So let's have a look at what's coming up. So first is the Collage. I think everyone's really excited about this. It's been a long time coming. Anyone who wants to have these running alongside Tarek has needed them for an incredibly long time for Vanilla Hack. And it's nice to see that we're getting a full box set. I suppose in terms of the sculpts, I think they're okay personally. I think it's something about hack sculpts in general that a few of them I don't really get on with. I think there's a lot going on in terms of, you've got those turbans, but then also some strange cap underneath. It looks, however, though, as this box set is going to sort of tick every box in terms of your special weapons, which is quite good, I guess. I quite like how dynamic some of the capes are on these, but there seems like there's a lot going on with all those patches on sort of the back of the elbows. And I don't know, I'm glad they're coming out in terms of filling a slot for, lists, but in terms of actually the sculpts themselves, I'm not thrilled about them, if I'm being particularly honest with you. They're not bad. I think we've just come to expect, some phenomenal ones from Corvus Belli. However, in saying that, there's been a few people that I've spoken to and they really, really like these, so perhaps it's just me. I think that the massive swords on them are pretty cool. It sort of really shows that they're, ready to get up close and personal in close combat. And I don't think we've seen any swords like that, sort of holstered on the Hacker's Lamb. So they are nice. They are nice. But I'm just not over the moon about them. So yeah, there's not a great deal I can say about these. So let's move on. So the Echo Bravo unit. So I think when this was kind of sneak peeked and everyone thought that it was just going to be another Orc. And I suppose if you look at it, the paint job is absolutely phenomenal. It's something that we come to expect of Angel Giraldus and his team in comparison to the one before, which was okay. So, I think the contrast on this between the blue and the black is phenomenal. So I really, really like this. I can't 100% tell if that's a female Echo Bravo with some actual sensible armor over her boobs, or whether it's male. But I really like the pose, even though it is another tactical rock. I think it's really good. The thing that lets me down about this release is I think everyone got really excited for Wild Parrots coming out. I thought they were going to be phenomenal, and I think some of my favourite sculpts within the Affinity range, because you get some really funny, silly ones with all these sort of, fast pandas. You've got I can't remember what they're called now. They come with Zhu Xing in the special box. So you tend to have, those little goats that run after. So those are really nice. And then you sort of have a look at this wild parrot. And there's just not much to it. I get that it follows the style of like the Orcs box and it looks quite similar to those, but there's just nothing wild about it. I thought perhaps it might be, I'm not sure, look a little bit more parroty, perhaps more animalistic, and have those sort of features that I think would be quite cool and a bit more anime, whereas this looks like just a piece of machinery. It's just not much to it, which I'm disappointed about. So, love the Echo Bravo itself. I think it's a fantastic pose, and a really, really nice miniature. Hopefully they've sorted out with the new sculpts about changing it to have pegs for the ears so that it adheres better when you're trying to put them together. But yeah, unfortunately, I think for me the Wild Panda lets it down. But I would certainly pick one up if I was a Pano player, definitely. Next, then we've got Raoul Spector. I think a lot of people like playing Raoul. I think he's got some really good qualities in terms of gameplay. Now, I think his backpack is awesome. That's a really nice drop unit. I think he looks awesome in terms of his weapon, that mask, and his sort of don't know what you call it in terms of a drop pack. I think that's really, really nice. Although I can see that getting knocked about in the case. We've got another kind of tactical rock going on here, but this has got. I know it's quite nice in the sense that it's a little bit different and it's got some texture to it. You can see on the front there. What I don't like about this miniature is his overalls. I don't know whether it's the paint scheme or what, but it kind of looks like. Have you guys seen those people that jump out of planes in the flying squirrel suits? It looks a little bit like that. And when I first saw it, I thought, oh, it's some sort of Ghostbuster overall set, which I think lets him down a little bit. You think of a Spectre being quite slim and tight, like a sort of ninja garb, but he hasn't really got that. So I suppose it makes sense in terms of him jumping out of a plane or rocketing to the ground wherever he's come from. But I don't know, it's just not for me, I don't think. But hey, it's nice that we have a miniature out for him finally, so that's good at least, and a lot of armies will be able to make use of him on the table. Next up, we've got the DOW Young Operative Control Unit. So I think when the Invincible Army box set came out, a lot of people were kind of thinking like, well, what the hell is up with this weapon choice? And having this released so soon makes me think that Corvus listened to the masses about needing this boarding shotgun and hacker unit, because it's definitely the one that you would pick on the on Army. I think it's a phenomenal, phenomenal miniature. It's really, really cool. I like the helmet on it. I think I like the pose particularly because a lot of the hackers we have people with outstretched hands sort of hacking in the air, and I like the fact that he's looking into his visor, he's communicating with someone or hacking or a target perhaps. He looks like maybe he's U-turning something, and I think he's just a sexy miniature, or she. I think that might be a she even. So yeah, I really like this. I suppose one thing I have been considering as these miniatures for Invincible have been coming out is the paint scheme, and I really, really like when the new Yujing models are coming out, such as like the Wu Ming. I like that all yellow look. So with this and the drop unit, I think it's the Laoxing. I can't say it, but the drop unit has got green on its chest. This has got blue over the majority of the model, and I suppose I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not saying that it's a bad paint job by any means, but I definitely like it when they're kind of all yellow. I think they look really good like that. But yeah, I think it's a phenomenal sculpture. I'll be excited to see what people do with it when it comes out, and I think it will definitely fill that army slot that everyone's going to use if they're taking IA really. So super, super happy with this one. Good job, Corvus, really. So last but not least, we've got the Yadu. Now, I think I've saved these till last because I think they are definitely the best release of February. The Yadu was probably one of the best things that came in that cold front box, and these miniatures are definitely living up to that hype. So it gives you a lot of nice options having all the different weapon choices in this, and I think the helmets on these are just absolutely wicked. I really, really like them. And I like that the hacker has got that differentiating them from the normal ones. I think they're wicked. The pose on the heavy rocket launcher is phenomenal. Shooting away with that submachine gun, up close combat. And even that HMG, just the fact that it looks like it's walking forward slightly, it's got it's not the most action pose, but it's got that kind of coolness about it, slow walking, big heavy gun, but it's moving forward, it's not static, so I do like that. Again, this hacker has sort of got an outstretched arm as they're pointing, so Perhaps it would have been nice if they'd utilised this helmet as well, but then I suppose you don't want them all the same pose. But um, just to highlight such a fantastic helmet. So I really like these. Even the sleeves I think are great. Um, and sort of the leggings, which or the little hexagons. So I think these are absolutely phenomenal. And you know, if I was a left player, um, which I haven't been for a while, I would certainly pick up a box because I think these are excellent. Really great, and I think these are by far the best release of this month. So let me know what you guys think. I really like these. But what do you think about the others? Are you, do you disagree with me and think the Collages are better than I thought? Do you think Wild Parrot is actually a decent choice? Let me know in the comments section, and let me know if you're going to be picking any of these up. So I'll catch up with you guys soon. I hope these February releases have been as exciting for you as they have me, and I'll see you soon.